We are going to install and evaluate FydeOS 22. We visit the website, click Download, then FydeOS PC, Intel Modern, and Download. We wait for the download to finish. We check the documentation. FydeOS does not support NVIDIA. Balena Etcher is recommended. In the documentation, you can find the necessary guides in case of doubts. The initial FydeOS release dates back to 2016. We open Balena Etcher, select the bin image, choose the target drive, and click Flash. We wait for the image to be written. We boot FydeOS, and the installation process starts. It is important to note that FydeOS is protected against changes. We try to change the keyboard layout, but it is linked to the system language, so we leave English as the language. We select the option to install FydeOS instead of just trying it. Then we choose full disk installation instead of multi-boot. Now we select the desired disk to start the installation. FydeOS is a distribution based on ChromiumOS. If rootfs verification, read-only, is disabled, Android and Linux subsystems can be installed. The Linux subsystem uses Debian. After the installation finishes, the computer must be restarted. Then post-installation system configuration is required. The system asks again for language and keyboard layout. We accept the terms of service, and then continue. Now we select the account type, for example using a Google account. Then we select the usage type, such as personal. Next, we log in simulating a Chromebook, entering the Google account and password. Two-step verification may be required. The system asks whether to create a password or use the Google account password. In my case, I create a new one. We select the theme, for example dark mode. The first strange error occurs and this step restarts. The second time it works. At this point, the base system is installed. We proceed to review desktop elements, the panel and menus. There is a small tour for beginner users. After reviewing menu features, we launch the browser, which is Chrome. Next, we open the File Manager, which is very limited. Then we review the application menu with default apps. The base system allows installing the previously mentioned subsystems. In this section, we enable the Android subsystem. We click the Android icon, accept the license, and click Launch. The subsystem configuration process begins. We enter the store and see a Google Apps configuration option. We click it, then open App and Next. A rootfs error appears. We go to Settings, then FydeOS Settings and enable Developer Mode. After it finishes, we restart the system. After booting, we press Ctrl+Alt+T and type the shell command. Then sudo I. Finally, we disable rootfs verification. The system restarts. Now when clicking GApps, it opens correctly. We select Install and click the Next button. The installation begins. This enables the GApps option. During installation, the Android subsystem is configured. After rebooting, we click Continue in GApps and encounter a second error, so we close all open windows. We click the Google Play button on the panel, and it works correctly. We enter our email, password, and verification again. At the end, it shows backup and storage options, which we accept. It behaves like the first error, then works properly. With the Android subsystem ready, we test it to observe its behavior. The key point is running Android natively. In Google Play, we search for an app. In this case, we choose the game Clash Royale and click Install. Despite being a computer with better resources than a high-end phone, download and installation feel slightly slow. After installation finishes, we click play. The game loads, we maximize the window and start interacting with it. Within the first 20 seconds, we see the mandatory guided battle. The goal is to teach the game to new users. Gameplay is smooth. Although it consumes resources, it does not heavily stress the GPU, which is unsupported anyway. We continue with the tutorial and explanations of activities that can be performed in the game. We exit the game by leaving full screen mode, then close the game window and Google Play. FydeOS provides an app store that gathers important ChromeOS and Android applications in one place. Of course, not all Android applications can be installed here, so we review the available ones. We click Add on WhatsApp and the download and installation begin. It runs quickly and provides a QR code to link. Similarly, we select another app such as Spotify. We click Add to download and install it. It runs perfectly. Now we move to web apps, which are commonly used on Chromebooks. We review the available applications list. There is a large number of applications. For testing, we select Office. A features window opens and the browser launches. We have already installed and reviewed the Android subsystem. Now we proceed to review FydeOS from its shell. We press Ctrl plus Alt plus T again to open the terminal. We type shell to enter the ChromeOS console and list files. We print version information. It mentions ChromeOS and FydeOS version 22, also called Iris for modern Intel. We check available memory and disk space. We also verify the Y2038 bug and try to run Systemd, which is not used. Although the system is read-only, we try common package commands, which fail except for a merge. We try running sudo dev install, but it also fails. It mentions an error obtaining ChromeOS ACPI data. Now it is time to install the Linux subsystem. FydeOS is known for attempting to manage 3 operating systems. FydeOS itself is a closed system based on ChromeOS, while Android and Linux are open to installations. We open the terminal. A window appears where the Linux section has a Setup button. We press it, enter a username, and installation begins. As we will see, the Linux subsystem is based on Debian, specifically version bookworm, with limited repositories. Now we review this subsystem to see how open it is. It ships with Debian 12, and it is unclear if it can upgrade to 13. The terminal opens with hostname Penguin. We increase font and window size for better visibility and check the version. Debian 12 appears. The kernel is 6.699, identical to the FydeOS shell. Being a container, it uses less memory and disk. It uses virtual disks. It would be more efficient if it used DistroBox. We verify the Y2038 bug using the date command. We then run systemdanalyze, which is available because Debian uses Systemd. We close the terminal. Now comes a very important part of the video, performance tests. As shown, containers are very efficient. We open the terminal again, increase font and window size, and note that GPU support is not available. We install FastFetch, Sysbench, Firefox, glmark2, and vkmark. Some packages are missing, showing repository limitations. The repositories correspond to Debian 12. We install only the available packages, excluding fastfetch and vkmark. We run sysbench to evaluate CPU performance with 1 thread and 5 threads. Results range from average to low. Next, we test threads and mutexes to analyze concurrency and locking. Threads perform well, but mutexes are very low. We then test memory read and write performance. In both cases, results are average compared to other distributions. Disk input and output, specifically read and write, show the worst results compared to other distributions. We run the top command and also launch Firefox to analyze resource usage during initial window loading. Then we open a second tab with a video, followed by a third and fourth tab. Results are quite good compared to others. We run glmark2 using CPU-accelerated graphics. Build tests driver and GPU. Shading tests pixel calculations. Effect2D evaluates rendering. Desktop simulates an environment. Ideas renders abstract scenes. Terrain renders 3D terrain. Refract simulates light refraction. The graphics performance score is concerning, as 219 is extremely low. This was expected since there is no GPU support. We have completed the installation, review, and evaluation of FydeOS 22. In conclusion, FydeOS offers a capability many systems desire, running 3 operating systems together. But at what cost? Compared to 50 distributions, it ranks well in lightness. However, in performance, it ranks among the lowest. That's all for this video. If you liked it, subscribe, leave a like, and enable notifications. See you in the next video.